So here is my quick fix for hyperextension in your knees. Okay, you're going to lie on your back. Besides you not locking them anymore when you're standing upright, this is my most favorite thing to do. You're going to lie on your back and you're going to support your head with a little pillow, because I don't want you to lay down and have your chin lifted too far to the ceiling and your head tilted backward. So just a little pillow, not too much. You don't want your head to be in this position. And then you're going to bend your knees a little bit. You're going to have your arms down by your side. So this is very important, that you're not locking your knees to the floor, but there's a micro bend in your knees. And you're going to turn your legs, you're pulling your heels into the earth, in and out. So feeling, this is rotation in the hip joint, turning in and turning out. And it's coming from your hip. It's not your shin rotating independently of your thigh bone. Your knee and your foot and your thigh bone and your shin bones are turning in together and they're turning out together. Really important, right? Because otherwise you have knee issues. If your knee does the rotation, your knee is not supposed to do any rotation, very little rotation. Kind of microscopic, actually. If you've ever had a ACL tear, you know what that means, right? Too much rotation. So now arms by your side, you're going to rotate your legs to just, your knees shine straight up to the ceiling. And then pull your heels into the floor and feel the backs of your legs working. Breathing here for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. You're going to bend the knees a little bit. You're going to pull the heels into the floor. Keep everything else nice and heavy on the earth. And you're going to keep pulling. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Can we feel our hamstrings? Can we feel our glutes? Your glutes are part of this here because we are in hip extension, and they have to show up as well. Do this one more time. We're going to add a little bit on. It's just a tiny thought. You're going to pull the heels into the floor and pretend you want to lift your butt up. Don't do it. Please, right? You want to keep your kidneys heavy and blah in your diaphragm, and you're going to see how much more work this is involving to try to lift your pelvis up. Oh my goodness, my hamstrings are working a lot. Now pretend you want to pull your heels towards your butt and see how much more hamstring sensation you're getting, and then release. And just take a little feel. Let's do this one more time. The knees bending, tiny bit. Now, if this is giving you cramps a lot, you might want to add a little magnesium cream to your routine after you take a shower or after you work out. Check your hydration, but also knowing if your hamstrings are not toned or able, or you've locked your knees for the last 6 decades, they will be cramping. So this is part of conditioning them in a new way. So you're going to pull the heels towards your pelvis, micro bending the knees, and then lifting the pelvis up, but don't, right? You don't want to lift up like this. This is not a back bend exercise. This is just a isometric. Isometric means there's no movement really involved. Exercise, which is a very safe thing to do. Isometrics can tone and condition your body in a beautiful way. You don't only want to do isometrics, right? But you want to sprinkle them in and then let that release. So this is a very easy way to start toning your hamstrings. You can do this every day. You can do every other day. You will feel your hamstrings, and then you can even, let's cover that quick, you can even do this in a bridge, right? You can have your feet closer to your body and not lifting up, right? But just first thing, I'm going to pull my feet into the floor. I have a 6 o'clock in my pelvis. And I'm going to use my feet, and maybe I lift my pelvis 1/8 of an inch up, and feel heels pulling towards your butt, heavy diaphragm and kidneys. You're not lifting into a, there's no back bend here. You're barely hovering your pelvis off the earth, and just feel that, and then lowering back down. And then you can go a little further out, and I'm going to lift up, and I'm going to lower down. I'm going to go a little further out, and I'm going to lift up, and I'm going to lower down. And maybe one foot is in and one foot is out. And maybe the other foot is in and the other foot is out. So you can, you can become creative here. I'm always changing it up in the classes. So there's a long bridge, there's a short bridge, there's an asymmetrical bridge, there's a one-legged bridge. Just for us to get, we just only want to practice one thing. We need to be having a wide movement, range ability, and so give this a shot and be patient with yourself, because your hamstrings might not want to cooperate here because they haven't had to do anything for the last, I don't know how long. Enjoy, and yay for you for protecting your knees and all the other joints.